Welcome to Man United News, where I will bring you all the build-up and reaction from every United match. You can have it all delivered straight from me to you. Please subscribe for my daily video. It's free and only takes a few seconds. Paul Pogba and Edinson Cavani's decisions for Manchester United show what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really thinks. Man Utd drew 0-0 with Leeds at Elland Road, but it was a disappointing game and two key men were only introduced late on. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer called trophies an ego thing, last month it gave off the impression that he viewed silverware with Manchester United as an added bonus to progression in the Premier League. But any lingering doubts that Solskjaer sees a trophy as secondary to United must have been dispelled with his team selection at Elland Road and in the delay to introducing Paul Pogba and Edinson Cavani. Having had a first free midweek of the season, it was expected Solskjaer would pick his strongest team for United's first league trip to the most inhospitable part of Yorkshire since October 2003. Instead, he showed he had more than one eye on Thursday's Europa League semi-final first leg against Roma by leaving his two most in-form attackers on the bench, with Pogba only introduced after 75 minutes and Cavani for the final 4 minutes. Pogba would only have Luke Shaw for competition in a contest for United's best player of 2021, while Cavani had scored in 3 successive games and only played 45 minutes against Burnley a week ago. It was a considerable surprise when neither was in the starting lineup, and an even bigger surprise that a tepid game was allowed to drift for as long as it was before an intervention from the bench. The side Solskjaer picked had echoes of the team that destroyed Leeds in the reverse fixture at Old Trafford, with Mason Greenwood for Anthony Martial the only outfield change from that day. Greenwood is certainly more of a like-for-like for Martial than Cavani, but if United were hoping to get the same kind of game, they were disappointed. Yet the upshot is their recent form in the Premier League has made second a near certainty. After a tumultuous week off the pitch, the return to the actual football was welcome, but for United, this fixture was of secondary importance this week. Roma takes precedence. So while Solskjaer hoped Daniel James would reproduce the kind of impact he had against Leeds 4 months ago, he was to be disappointed. While United roared out of the traps on that occasion, on Sunday it was a more timid affair. Leeds had learned their lessons from that game and, in truth, both sides looked to be going through the motions at the end of the season. The spring sunshine and the lack of edge for either team probably had an effect on making them comfortable, and while it was occasionally combative, it wasn't a game that was defined by its quality. It was a game crying out for a substitution, but Solskjaer left it until the 15 minutes before the changes came, which would suggest he wanted to make sure he had some key men fresh for the game with Roma on Thursday. With Marcus Rashford continuing to play through the pain barrier and Bruno Fernandes rarely getting rest, it was Pogba and Cavani who were held back. They will be the first names on the team sheet on Thursday. Having been to 4 semi-finals and lost the lot in the last 16 months, Solskjaer knows how important the two-legged tie with Roma is. Progress is all but assured in the Premier League, in the form of a runner-up finish, but if United can add a trophy, it will be a significant boost to their confidence. It may be that the Europa League semi-final will now define United's season, which can hover between decent and good. Book a place in the final in Gdańsk on May 26 and it will swing towards the latter. In Solskjaer's team selection at Elland Road and his comfort in a workmanlike, if uninspiring performance, he showed how important the Roma game really is. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. Thanks for watching.